Unlike any other YouTuber slash content creator who's usually going to share with you a single massive prompt that you can use all the time to create the same story over and over again, I have developed a new GPT that you can access right within ChatGPT for free, and it's going to help you generate fresh ideas every time you're creating a new project. So let's see, how do we access that? If you're on desktop or web version, head over to the left panel where you usually start a new chat, but this time you're going to look for GPTs, and then you're going to click on where it says explore GPTs. Click that, and then you're going to search the name of the GPT that I created and developed for you, and it's called AIXposed AI Video Studio. So once you find it, it's going to say by Ali Mohammed, this is me. Click on it and then start the chat just like so. And then once you start a chat, it's going to ask you a couple of questions. But first, you need to prompt it by clicking this button that says, let's lock in your visual style first. So click on that one, and now it's going to start asking you a simple 2 questions. Once you give it the answer, it's going to start giving you a fresh master prompt for everything you need from start to finish. So now it's asking about the style that we're creating in. You have 8 different options to choose from. If it's other, then you just specify what it is. If it's one of the options, just simply type in the number in the chat. So I'm going to choose 3D animation, for example. I'm going to type in 1. I'm going to hit enter, and then now it's going to ask me the second question. And so the second question is going to be the type of video that I'm creating. So I made this very convenient for everybody, whether you're creating content for social media or YouTube. So this means if you're creating landscape videos, you can still use it. If you're somebody who is creating shorts, reels, or TikTok videos, you can still choose option number 7, and it's going to work everything for you based on a vertical video. So the options available are story video, kid story, cartoon, explainer, video ad commercial. All you have to do at this point is simply just choose the type of video you're creating. So I'm going to choose number 2. Now, if you do not provide AI specific information about the topic that you're about to create, so let's say, for example, if you're creating a story video or kid story or cartoon animation and you don't specify exactly what you're trying to create or the topic about the video that you're creating, AI is going to generate a fresh idea for you that you can work with and generate all your scenes and videos. So for me, I'm just going to use number 2 for kid story. I'm just going to hit send, and then now it's going to give me the master prompt, fresh idea for everything that I need from start to finish. The way how it starts, it's going to give you the title of the story, the concept, the story summary, the tone, the target audience, the visual style, the environment and the lighting, camera feel, and the animation style, and finally the time of the day. Next up, we have character sheets. So character sheets is the number 1 thing that we start with, and the reason for that is that I wanted to make sure that your characters are always going to be consistent. Next is going to be the scene prompts. So the way how I have developed it, it's going to generate 15 to 20 scenes, and as you can see for this one, it generated 15 scenes, and then after that, it's going to provide you with the motion prompts as well. Next is the text to speech. So now we need some voiceover for our story. And finally, the voice direction. One more step into the generation process before we make our final move, and that is generating text to speech, which is voiceover. And my preferred website generator is Google AI Studio for a couple of reasons. One is that it's free and you can use its voices anywhere you want. 2 is that you can add emotions to the voices, bringing them all to life. And I'll show you that in a second. I'll also leave a link to this in the description below. So once you visit Google AI Studio, and of course you have to be logged in with your Google account, what you want to do next is simply go to the right panel of the website. Make sure that you choose single speaker right here. And then we're going to go back to ChatGPT so that we can copy the text-to-speech script that's included in the master prompt. So I'm just going to copy or select the entire script just like so. Going back into Google AI Studio, in the text box, I'm going to paste that right here. And then I'm going to go back again to ChatGPT, because this is where I told you about the voice direction. Basically, this is the instructions in order to add emotions to your voices. So you're just going to copy the direction right here. Go back to the Google AI Studio, and where it says style instructions, you're going to highlight the existing text right here and then paste the one that you just copied. And then your next step is going to choose from one of the available voices on the right panel. So you can just open this up by clicking on the drop down menu right here to choose your desired voice. You can click on the play button right next to each one to play to see how it sounds. Pick your preferred one. For me, I'm going to pick that one right here. And then I have to click on run. And now it's going to take a few seconds to generate the audio, and then I should have it ready in a matter of seconds.
The night was quiet, and the moon painted the meadows silver. Oliver couldn't sleep. Something outside felt different. He stepped into the cool grass, his heart beating a little faster. Then he saw her, a tiny fox, alone and hurt. He felt afraid, but he felt something stronger: kindness. The little fox looked at him with hopeful eyes. Carefully, Oliver wrapped her paw and whispered, "It's okay." The meadow seemed less scary when they stood together. Fireflies danced around them like tiny stars. The forest was dark, but Oliver held on tight. The fox pressed her soft nose against his cheek. At the edge of the trees, it was time to say goodbye. They looked at each other, sharing a quiet promise. "Be brave," Oliver whispered. The little fox disappeared into the glowing forest, and as the sky began to lighten, Oliver walked home. That night, he learned that bravery isn't about being fearless, it's about caring enough to help.